Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our third podcast of the COVID-19 coronavirus. My name is Julius.
And my name is Megan.
And it is officially April
18th, 2020.
2020. What day are we in right now for the coronavirus epidemic? Epidemic or pandemic?
Pandemic.
Worldwide.
Wow. Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide. Featuring Pitbull.
Actually, Pitbull came out with a really good song for this whole pandemic.
Really?
Yeah. It just came out yesterday, actually.
Was it a party song?
Party. It's kind of... It sounds kind of party-ish, and it's called... Let me look it up real quick.
You probably made it just for...
Oh, shit. It's called I Believe That We Will Win. And in parentheses, it's called World Anthem.
World Anthem. Mm-hmm. Wow.
So it goes like, I believe we will win.
Cool.
Against coronavirus. So it was pretty cool.
Cool. Well, I'll definitely check that out after.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone that's listening. Check that out after.
Yeah, check it out. Support Pitbull.
So, we're almost about a month in this whole entire pandemic. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on it right now?
It's really scary.
It is.
It's like, it's hitting everybody, everywhere, so everyone's feeling the same effects. It's crazy.
Everyone is doing video chats on Zoom, and it's becoming a regular thing, a regular hangout, and everyone is pretty much doing their catch-ups, having their parties,
That's how everyone hangs out.
That's how everyone hangs out.
Yeah.
They use their cell phones, they use their laptops, and they have their baby showers, birthday parties. They all dress up, get their makeup on.
Actually, yeah, people have been putting their makeup on. I saw.
It's serious. This is a real thing. It's pretty crazy.
I just saw my friend wrote, getting ready to see my girls. And then it was like her putting makeup on, and then the next clip is her just zooming with everyone.
Yeah.
It's funny. It was cute.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And now everyone is on. This was always a thing. Netflix had that add-on where you could watch with other friends, where someone controls the whole entire thing, I believe, and it's pretty much a party watch.
Like a watch party.
Watch party.
That's cool.
But why can't you just simultaneously? I mean, why can't everyone just say, "Hey, at 9 p.m. just press play"?
Actually, I didn't think about
Instead
that.
of paying the X amount of fee.
It makes a difference if it's like 30 seconds later when you hit play.
Yeah. No, it is time.
Yeah.
But is that what it is nowadays? Is that what people are doing? Are they zooming and then they're watching TV?
I think so. No, but on Zoom you can do share screen, so one person can share their screen.
Oh, gotcha.
So maybe they watch that way?
Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like there's so many different things that people are doing.
Yeah. And we have yet to see what else has in store for us, because we're only just getting to the peak, or is it going down? It's going down now, correct? Like the slope for this whole entire pandemic. So before we were just at the rise of a few weeks ago, we were just at it was rising.
I think we're like plateauing.
So we're almost at the peak, or if not, we're going down now.
Yeah, but it's still a lot of people dying.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's crazy.
Yeah, people dying every single day. I know a handful of people that are either in the hospital, my friends' parents, or my friends in general who got confirmed to have COVID-19. And they're treating it very serious because they have gotten their parents sick, or they don't want to.
Yeah, that's my worst fear, to bring it to my parents.
But yeah, this is why we have to all really take it seriously and try to not try to take precautions every time because, you know, we can't not take it serious, or else you'll be the reason why someone else dies.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's so contagious too.
It is.
It's
Very,
like
very
everyone knows
contagious.
someone who has it or had it or knows someone of someone.
It's really nowadays the conversation is who doesn't have it.
Yeah.
That's really the conversation nowadays. It's so common, it's so contagious that it's not alarming anymore that someone has it. But if that person does have it, they have to understand the repercussions that can be caused if they don't
Take care of it.
take care of
Yeah.
right, if they don't manage their actions.
That's
And
true.
some people are still, the public is still not taking this seriously. Do you remember when we went to Aldi last week to buy some groceries?
Oh yeah.
And some guy went in without a mask into the grocery store, and he was thinking that it's okay when the manager came out and politely asked him to leave, and he tried to go use a scarf or whatever it was that he was wearing as a mask, and hey, look, no, I'm covered now.
Yeah.
And the manager politely asked him to leave. And I don't know, I found that very interesting because people really are not so taking this seriously.
Yeah,
So,
I remember he was mad. That guy was mad and he stormed out and he was like,
mhm.
this is ridiculous. But we're just trying to, keep everyone safe.
Right. And they have to understand that they don't,
Keep himself safe too.
people are not taking this seriously.
Yeah.
A friend of mine even told me as well, he works for, he's one of the managers for T-Mobile, and he told me that since T-Mobile is considered an essential business, they have to open their doors. You know, of course, I believe the way he explained it to me was it's a car side assistance, so they're able to help, but at a safe distance. And he told me that one of his customers legit had no mask on, no protective gear or anything, no gloves, and he asked him to go fix his phone because there was something wrong with it.
Yeah.
And then he politely told him that he cannot touch his phone because,
Oh, really?
yeah, so he cannot touch the phone even with gloves on. It's considered contaminated. You're holding the phone.
Wow.
And I believe the only services that they can do is really reactivations or changes to an account. But as far as fixing the phone,
They
he
can't
can't do
touch
that.
it.
He can't touch it. He could only sell a phone. So he could sell you a new phone.
But that's it.
That's it.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't
And
know
the
that.
guy was complaining. He was saying how I was like, "What the heck? Like, come on, it's not that serious. Like, why are you taking this so seriously?" Right then and there, right there shows what type of, I'm sorry to say, what type of ignorance
Yeah.
that is. You
Yeah.
see what's going on in this world. For you to act like that is very selfish. It's sad that people are not taking it as seriously as it's supposed to be when there's thousands of people dying across the world.
Yeah. Actually, there's a lot of protests going on. I was reading in the news that there's people who are protesting against wearing masks, and it's happening throughout like multiple states.
Against wearing masks?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because they.
I guess they just don't want to be told what to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just people are just frustrating. It's for the common good of people and for just everyone in general.
It is. You know what? I think because people don't want to. They don't want that lifestyle. They want the original life. They're not accepting this huge change. They're not accepting what's going on in this world.
Right.
Maybe because they don't have any loved ones or they don't know anyone that's affected by it. But like, look at the news. Look at the numbers. Why is that not a wake-up call?
Exactly.
Why
yeah.
isn't it a wake-up call? But speaking of change, the world is going to change.
Yeah. Definitely after this.
It's
already changing.
It is. It is already changing. And you know what? I have to say, it really is, it can be a change for the better. Because right now, we're in a place right now where we are reuniting as humans, and we're overcoming a huge obstacle as the human race.
Yeah, it's actually really cool to see
We're
everyone
all
work together.
correct, and we're coming together.
Yeah.
You know, it really is an amazing experience. And once that first day hits, the whole world will be different. Maybe we'll be a little bit more distant. We don't know. Maybe we'll be more appreciating of each other. But it's not going to be the same as everyday life.
I think so too.
But
I think it's kind of a good change.
it is.
Good changes that happen.
What
Yeah.
do you think is going to happen? What do you think? How do you think society will be different at a party, or if you go out to get a cup of coffee?
At a party?
Yeah, or whatever. What do you think
I just feel
is
like
different?
everyone's just gonna be more like compassionate towards each other now, or like, you know what I mean, or
Yeah.
like willing to help people, or
Right.
I don't know.
Put differences
It's
aside.
gonna, yeah, exactly.
I agree, and that is how it should be. And
Yeah. I feel like people are getting more closer together these days, like their relationships, they're appreciating them more. So that's cool.
this is really a wake up call. This is really something that, to me, I feel like this is a whole reset in everyone's life. People don't know that.
For sure.
People are eagerly waiting for things to go back to normal, but they don't know that this really is where I was talking to my friend. He was saying how right now we're in a gray area. Life right now is a gray area. I was trying to say the same thing. I was trying to figure out what to say. So right now, we're in limbo. After this, we're gonna be in a new life. We're gonna be in a whole different entire lifestyle. Not entire lifestyle, but we're gonna be reborn, almost like that.
Oh, I
if
think
that
so
makes
too.
sense.
Yeah.
So it's like, to me, I look at it as a brand new start, beginning.
That's true. I like that.
So things that you're doing right now, your everyday things that involved in your life, will affect who you are going forward. So if you want to change, if you want to implement new things, if you want to learn things, now is the time.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when we have all this time in our hands
Correct.
to do it.
If you want to learn to play the guitar, now is the time.
Yeah.
If you want to learn the piano, now is the time.
I learned how to scratch in 2 weeks.
And she good too. Better than most of the DJs out there.
Well, still learning, but
Nah, she got it.
getting there.
But
But yeah, for sure, this is the time to learn new skills or revisit old skills. It's good. It's a good thing.
also, it's a time to go take away or remove bad habits.
Yeah.
Because I promise you, things right now, since we're in this limbo lifestyle, if you remove things that affect your life, your everyday life, every single day, that you absolutely do not want anymore, now is the time, because it will drastically change after this. And this was something that I wanted to tell you really bad, that I was really thinking a lot about this.
Yeah.
And we are in this position as humans where we can change. It's crazy to think about, but if you take out this particular certain things out of your life and you concentrate on new things, those new particular things will reflect who you are.
Yeah.
And what are you going to be doing on the next and on this new upcoming life that's soon to come.
That's true.
So,
I
me,
think it's a good start for everything. It's a new beginning. Everyone's trying to learn new skills right now, or change their old habits. I was watching a TV show, Ellen DeGeneres. There was a guy on it. He was an actor, and he was like, "Man, I wish my movie would have came out right now because everyone would be watching it at home. But it's not going to be released until later." And he was like, "Now's the perfect time. Everyone's making a killing on Netflix."
yep,
I was like, "Yep, that's true." And everyone is starting their side hustles now
everyone is
because
starting this
they have so much time at home.
Yep, yep.
They might as well work on it. What have you been doing?
Me?
You've been doing a lot.
I've been trying to sell my shoes, trying to sell a bunch of things online. Well, that's one of the things. I've been into sneakers. I've been always on and off since literally high school. And
But now I feel like you're going full force.
correct. What do you mean? Like,
I mean, you're really more focused on it. Before we didn't have time to do these things.
yeah. But I feel like now I'm at a point where I do want to go sell most of everything and just, because I feel like a large part of my time was going towards sneakers, and I don't want that anymore. I want that part of my life to be intrigued and engaged with hopefully music.
Oh.
So
Oh, really?
that's something that I
So you just kind of want to step away from it?
I want to I do want to step away from it just because I notice that it does little things. You look at your phone, that's all. That's also one thing about social media too.
Yeah.
A lot of people look at their phones and, it's that time looks at it for a while. All that time spent is, if you calculate it all together, it's a lot.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy, yeah.
I did have another account just to look at brands.
For real?
Yeah, just to look at brands, just to look, because I have another, just to
just to
look
follow
at,
them there?
just to follow them,
Interesting.
keep up.
Keep it separate from your personal.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
just to look at.
Actually, that's
it's
kind of
not
cool.
personal. Yeah. So, but I realized that if you look at these things every day, it's basically feed for your TV. It's feed for your mind. It's TV, but TV that is your channel. TV that is
Catered
made
to
for you,
you.
catered to you because you pick those things.
Yeah, and then they feed off your algorithms.
Right, and it's just non-stop. It's different when you have a personal account and you just use it for personal things, which is what social media is for.
Yeah.
But
But now advertisement gets into
Right.
it and just takes over.
But that's the thing. That's why I kept it separated. That's why I kept mine just friends and family.
On one account, and
One
then
account,
the
the other
is
one.
more brands.
Right. So imagine having both your friends and family.
I used to have that, and I didn't. At first, I loved it because it was like, oh, never-ending scrolling.
right.
But then I thought about it. I was like, ew, it's never-ending scrolling.
Right.
It's like I can't escape.
That's
Exactly
what I.
There was no stop.
Correct. Yeah.
But at least with friends and family now, it's like content.
It's good content.
It's good content.
It's real content.
But the content isn't as much as advertisement.
Right.
So it's like you have a place to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Like where you left off from before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what my point was. Like and looking on just trying to sell sneakers and looking at more information just constantly got me to be more engaged into it. And I noticed that I was spending too much time on it.
Yeah.
I guess for me, I'm doing the things that I want to do right now because I want to sell them, fix them up, and I want to do the last things that I have to do with them, and then put it behind me.
But that doesn't really. You want to put it completely behind you? I don't think so.
Yeah, not fully. I'm not gonna say that.
Uh huh.
But I think I want to really step away from it.
That's good though.
And then hopefully pick up something else.
Yeah.
So
that's good. I feel you on that. I'm the same way. Like I just want to get rid of my stuff. I've been selling things, trying to clean my room, and I just want to focus on other
Yeah.
Once I finish that, I want to focus on other things in my life that are important to me.
I think we should set goals. Goals on what we should do. I'm looking at this whole pandemic as when things go back to normal. I'm looking at this as a almost like a new year, but
Yeah.
a new entire
beginning.
new beginning.
Yeah, that's
No.
the way I see it too.
Now, what are you going to go change in your life? What are you going to implement in your life into that new beginning? That's pretty much what I'm trying to, the whole entire information that I was trying to explain about changing bad habits and implementing new ones.
Right.
Because implementing new ones will ultimately reflect who you are. Will ultimately mold to the person who you will eventually be.
Makes sense.
So I feel like, so if for example, if you're going to be learning guitar, you're going to be learning guitar and be heavily influenced from it and be hopefully in that life, or
Yeah.
if you want to be. It depends on what you want to do.
That's
So
true.
That's my whole take on it.
That's true, yeah. Some people want to be social media stars, so they work at that.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure people are blowing out nowadays. One of my friends was, I just saw one of my friends. He is
Star.
a star on, or he's blowing up on TikTok.
That's good. That's what some
Good
people
for him.
want.
Yeah. So,
we're back on social media.
we're back
because
on social media.
Lent is over.
Lent is over. 40 days, 40 nights.
I kind of liked without social media.
Yeah, it was actually. It was nice. It was very peaceful.
It was peaceful. I don't think okay, I'm still going on it, but I'm not as addicted as I was before.
And I think that's the whole entire wake up. I think for us is just to understand what it does to us. As long as you understand your limitations and understand, if you're using it correctly, then you should be in a good place.
Yeah.
If you don't, if you revolve your life around it.
I felt very unproductive before because I would just constantly scrolling. But now I'm like, I'll scroll for like a few minutes a day and then I'll just go on and do, my life.
I think that's what I want to try to do too. I think I'll probably just go once and twice and just, that's it.
Yeah.
Since we missed 40 days and 40 nights of social media, what do you think about everyone's posts and stories? Because you know that we missed a lot. we missed the very beginning of we missed the very beginning of this pandemic
On social media.
on social media.
I feel like I have a lot of friends who are in the healthcare system. And then I never realized how many people were affected or many people were helping with this whole thing. It's cool to see the health worker side of it.
Right.
That's what I thought was cool when I came back because I was like, oh wow, that's really happening in the hospitals, or man, they're like really
good for them.
Yeah, it's different. I was watching the news, but I wasn't really getting the aspect of the healthcare workers part. I mean, my mom's a nurse, but there was only so much that she was telling me. She doesn't really work with the COVID patients, but I see the ones working with COVID patients, and I'm like, wow, they're really going through a ringer. Or they're really going through stuff.
Yeah. Shout out to the healthcare workers.
Yeah.
Saving lives, doing their duties to fight this COVID-19 virus.
Shout out and thank you.
Thank you. Did you know that? Sorry about that. I really love how New York City implemented that 8 p.m. sound, or the 8 p.m. congratulations. The thank you, yes.
You know what they're singing now?
Are they?
They're singing the New York song by Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's so cool.
That's why that feed came up. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pride. I remember that when that song came out.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm proud to be from New York. But There's so another. Speaking of that, another video surfaced or interview of Alicia Keys surfaced recently. She was talking about how when Alicia Keys recorded her part for New York, she did it in L.A.
Really?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And when she did it, she sent it to Jay-Z. And Jay-Z was like, it wasn't good enough. Please, can you please do it again?
Wow.
Politely, of course.
Yeah.
And then I think she recorded it one more time, I think in New York City this time.
Yeah.
And I think she sent it to him again, and he just didn't like it. His response was, "Can you please do Can you please do the things that you do? Can you please do the things that you normally do?"
Oh. It wasn't like it didn't have enough oomph to
Yes.
it. Yeah.
So I think she did it one more time, and
That's what made it.
Yeah, that's what made it. And then she was reflecting how she understands, or she didn't. I think she felt a little bit sour
yeah.
in the beginning, like she felt some sort of way. But remember, Jay-Z is more than an artist. He really is he really is a visionary, and he sees I'm sure he even paid her a crap load of money as well to be on that track. So it's just he demands perfection.
Potential. Yeah, he knew that she had more potential.
Correct. Yeah, he's a musical genius, so he'll know when it's perfect.
Interesting.
So I don't know. I found it interesting nowadays. So yeah.
I didn't think they were gonna choose that song, but I like that they did.
Yeah.
My mom told me that in her hospital, every time someone gets discharged from COVID-19 from the hospital, they'll play "Here Comes the Sun" by the Beatles.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's nice. And so she was saying, like, the other day at the hospital, they kept playing the song over and over on the speakers.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's cool.
Man, look where we are right now. Look at the position that we're in, and the things that are happening just to go keep us afloat, just to keep us with a positive energy, a positive side, or just to warm the human race up.
Yeah, I feel like we need that though, because I feel like it's a very sad situation.
Again, this is an example of us coming together, an example of the human race fighting the virus, fighting a huge issue.
We were watching that documentary, and it was like nothing brings people closer than a mutual enemy.
Correct.
And that's it. That's coronavirus. So it's cool to see everyone come together.
It is. It is very warming. And it's so a bunch of artists are battling each other, hit by hit. So, for example, and Neo and Jonta Austin were pretty much going hit for hit. So I believe there would be 12 rounds, and then you would put your own personal material against each other. But remember, Neo wrote a bunch of songs. Neo wrote, let's see.
I didn't even know Neo wrote all those.
Neo wrote so many songs. It's crazy. Wow, he wrote for Celine Dion.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, he wrote "Take a Bow" by Rihanna.
Neo?
Yep. He wrote it. He wrote that one song by Mario, "Let Me Love You." He wrote that song.
I heard that one.
So, and Jonta Austin wrote a bunch of songs too. Let me pull up some of his songs that he wrote. He has a big list too.
Oh wow! Wow, Neo wrote "Irreplaceable"?
Yes,
wow.
Beyonce. He did write that. I remember that too. So Jonta Austin. He wrote "Don't Forget About Us" by Mariah Carey.
Oh, that's a good song. Oh, okay. I remember that.
He wrote "Miss You" by Aaliyah. He wrote so many. Trey Songs. He wrote for Trey Songs. He wrote for Never Let You Go by Justin Bieber. He wrote that.
I don't think I knew that one.
Yo. Do you remember Yo from Chris Brown?
Yeah.
Excuse me, miss. Yeah, that. He wrote that song.
Excuse me, miss.
That's crazy. So they were pretty much both artists, John Austin and Yo, were R&B legends, and they went hit for hit on live Instagram stream, and I thought it was so cool, just for the culture, and it wasn't it wasn't a beef battle. It was more of a respect and for the people and for the culture. And there was so many battles out there. One of them was DJ Premier versus RZA from Wu Tang. So that was pretty much a producer battle, and there's other artists exactly doing the same thing like that.
Going against each other.
Correct.
Well, not really going against each other. That's cool though. It's different.
It is very different, and
That's something you probably wouldn't see. Like, you wouldn't have seen this.
no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't have seen this. That's you know what I love how they're keeping music alive.
Yeah.
And nowadays, I'm sure people are trying to create their own music, trying to create their own content, like us making this podcast.
True.
We're gonna have
We're trying to get the creativity rolling.
Right. I think there's gonna be a lot of new things that we're gonna see in the next few weeks.
But the last are
in general, I feel like we're gonna see.
I think there's gonna be a lot of new. Yeah, I think a lot of new music will be out there.
Yeah, new music, new trends. 9 months from now, a lot of new babies.
That's true. That's true. Speaking of babies, my friend is pregnant, and they had a parade for her.
A parade. Where?
Yeah, like a baby shower parade.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. It was like everyone decorated their cars.
Oh, and then they drove out?
And then they called her and said, come outside your house. And she came out, and then everyone drove by, like, congratulations and stuff like that.
That's cute.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are doing that for, like, people's birthdays and whatnot. It's cute.
Wow.
Yeah.
Different ways to celebrate, but I'm happy that
At least they're still
people
celebrating.
are celebrating.
Yeah. It's a crazy world now.
Crazy world. So is airlines still working?
I think so, yeah.
I did see an airplane not too long, a couple days ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as much as it was running before, but it's definitely still running. I have a nurse that she actually lives between here and New York. Well, she lives between California and New York. So she comes back to see my patients, and I'm like, wow, you're still flying.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it's crazy. At this point, I don't think I would want to fly.
Yeah.
I'd be scared.
I wonder. Well, what are the cities that are contained? They said it was good. San Francisco. They said it was good out there.
Really?
Yeah. So they said that San Francisco was one of the very few cities that contained it very well. And my cousin was saying that, yeah, there's not much going on out there. I think they're listening to protocols. They're not going out.
That's good. Well, they're behind us. You know what I mean? In terms of the virus. So it's good because, like, they're listening to what we're doing, so they're going to start it. And it's not going to be as crazy as it is here.
On Wednesday the 15th, I got my stimulus check for $1,200.
Me too.
But I had to pay tax, so it pretty much didn't.
Well, at least you still had something from
Yeah,
it.
that's true. At least I got something.
My friend didn't get hers yet.
Really?
Yeah. My mom got a different amount.
How much did she get?
Like maybe 1,000 something.
That's still something.
It's still something, and I was like, maybe because she makes a lot.
Yeah.
So I was reading a post or whatever, and then it was a girl texting a guy, and the guy was like, yo, I got my stimulus check come through.
See.
And then the girl responded, ew, you make under 75,000.
Damn. Burn.
I was like, that's fucked up. I'm sorry. That was messed up.
Dang. That hurts.
Yeah. I was like, dang. That's mean. But anyway, stimulus checks came in.
Stimulus checks came in.
Good for the people that really, really need them.
Yep. People who lost their jobs, people who filed for unemployment.
People are struggling out there. People who got kids, who got to pay rent, got to pay mortgage, got to pay your bills.
Gotta pay for those shoes. Gotta pay for those Jordans.
I feel like a lot of people are busting their money on that, probably.
StockX has gone. People are buying sneakers. Everything has gone up in the sneaker world or the hypebeast world. People are spending their checks on them just to look good, just to be fly during COVID. But
what do you think about that?
I don't know. I
think we're gonna get another one too.
I think so. It looks like it. I think that they said it. They're not 1,000. They're not 100%, but they're. Looks like it's gonna happen.
I think so. I mean, we still got another month left.
But
maybe more.
I don't know that one.
Alexa,
I didn't even say anything.
it's not your time.
Alexa's always trying to.
She's mad that I was talking to Siri.
This morning.
Yeah. Jealous. So, speaking of stimulus checks, now, if this lasts past summer, how many stimulus checks are we even allowed to get?
Are we gonna have enough money in this world for that?
The United States is going to continue to put itself into debt, even more than ever, and but this is the best time. I mean, this would be completely understandable.
Yeah.
Because people need it. Man, it's crazy because as we look at what's going on, the world is still running.
Yeah.
But it's not fully shut down to the point where it's all for one. For example, it's not to a point where we're at a zombie apocalypse.
That's true.
And everyone is just fighting for survival. The world is still going on. There's businesses still open. There's electricity. There's restaurants. But how long can this last for?
I know it's craziness right now. I'm trying to see what the unemployment rate is right now.
Man, I know a few weeks ago it was 20 or 30%.
It was like 6 million before, but now I feel like, wow, the U.S. has 22 million unemployed. That's a lot of people. Wow.
That's another reason why things are going to change after this. That's another reason why life is going to be completely different. Not completely different, but it will be different after this pandemic is over. So there will be less businesses. What's going to happen to people who do not have their jobs? What's going to happen to them? So it's like we're in this time where we just absolutely don't know, and we have to wait it out just to see what the outcome is.
That's a really scary time.
It is.
I'm glad I'm not in a business where it's shut down or.
Yeah.
Imagine starting over again. I feel like people, for restaurants, they're not going to flee back to restaurants. They're going to be still scared that, the virus is still around, or they're not going to want to be around that many people still.
People who businesses, people who own businesses, that was their life.
I know.
Now it's shut down completely. It really takes something just like this virus to go completely change a really successful person's life.
Yeah.
What now? So it's very scary to think about.
You know what's cool though? So do you know Mark Cuban? You know Mark
Yep.
Cuban. And like
Dallas Mavericks owner.
the owner, yeah. But he's also like very known for his other businesses.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a businessman. Yeah, entrepreneur. And there's a bunch of other entrepreneurs, and they're talking on Twitter. They're saying if you're having a problem with your business right now, because you know a bunch of them are shutting down, message me and I will give you my advice. I was like, oh, that's really helpful.
Wow.
That's cool.
That's very nice. Good
Yep.
for him. They're giving back to
They're trying to help the
people,
community.
right? Yeah. Here, Alexa trying to go butt in the
Right now?
right now before. I mean, like earlier.
Oh,
Trying to butt in the conversation.
it's not your turn, Alexa.
I can't believe you were watching a TV show. Reality TV show with
Lana.
Who is the host. What's the name of the show again?
Too Hot to Handle.
Too Hot to Handle. Hosted by
Lana.
which is a electrical device, a smart electrical device such as Siri and Alexa. Siri from Apple and Alexa from
Amazon.
Imagine watching that TV show when you were a kid, as if you were a kid. Oh, I'm sorry. Imagine watching that TV show back in the 90s. Man, we are living in a completely different time.
It's the future.
This is the future.
AI.
And you know what? I feel like this whole pandemic is gonna influence more towards that whole entire technology world.
I think so. We're already doing like doctor's visits online.
Yep.
There's a lot of breakthrough with that.
Hopefully, praying that these vaccines can't come very soon. It takes a long time for testing, normally years.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's been pushed to a priority, so they're trying to get it within.
Trying to fast forward it. And this concludes our third podcast of the COVID-19 series.
Don't forget to wash your hands. Sanitize those door handles. Practice safe social distancing.
Wear your gloves. Wear your masks.
Sneeze into your elbows. All that.
Clean your phones.
Clean your phones, disinfect them. Call, video chat with your friends and family. That is very important. Make sure that everyone is good.
And be safe.
Be safe.
Be safe. Be healthy.
My name is Julius.
And my name is Megan.
Peace.
Bye. ASMR.
Oh. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That felt good.
Wait, listen to this.
Ooh. Damn. Wait, put it here. Dang. Oh.
Oh, did I do it?
Oh. Ready?
Ooh. Ooh. Now I see why people like ASMR. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh. Do it here.
I love how we're. Did you hear that one?
Yeah.
That was it. I can't crack anything else.
Oh.
That's not good though. The sleeper.